Hi, I'm Haley, and here's my state-issued ID, and I'm going to perform the physical assessment on Tina Jones, and I will kind of narrate as I go. So first I'm going to say, hi, Miss Jones. I'm Haley, and I will be your nurse today.
Hey.
May I examine you?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll start with your head, and we're just going to inspect it. Great. Now I'm going to just inspect your hair. Now I'm just going to feel your scalp, look for any abnormalities. Now I'm just going to look at your eyes. Perfect. And I'm just going to pull up your eyelids and look at them and look at their color. And now I will look at your lower lids. Now I'm just going to use a light in front of your eyes and test your pupillary reaction. Perfect. And now I'm just going to use the ophthalmoscope and look inside your eye. Oops. Go to the other eye. I'm just going to look around here. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now I'm just going to assess your eye movement. So follow my finger with just your eyes.
Okay.
Up, down. And into the middle. Great. And now I'm going to just test your visual acuity. So we'll start at 20/20 and go from there.
DEFPOTEC.
Okay. And can you read this line?
I can't read that line. It's too little.
All right, so we'll go back to 20/20 and I'll have you cover your right eye and I'll have you read this line.
DEFPOTEC.
Okay, and I'll have you try this one.
I can't read that line. It's too little.
All right, now we'll cover your left eye. Have you try to read this line?
DEFPOTEC.
Okay, well, let's see if you can read at 20/15.
I can't read that line. It's too little.
All right, looks like you have 20/20 vision in both eyes. Now I'm going to test your peripheral vision. So tell me when you can no longer see my fingers.
Okay, I will. Now.
Perfect. Oops. Now I'm just going to look in your mouth. Good. Just going to look under your tongue here. Okay, I'm going to look at the side of your tongue and the other side of your tongue. And I'm going to test your gag reflex. Great, thank you. I know that's a little uncomfortable. Now I'm just going to look inside your ear, or look at your ears, not inside yet. Okay, I don't see any abnormalities. And now I'm going to look inside your ears and the inside of your nose. Okay. And the other nostril. Perfect. Now I'm just going to perform a whisper test. So I'm going to have you repeat what you hear me whisper.
F. F. 8. 8. W. W.
Okay, we'll do the other side.
4. 4. R. R. 9. 9.
Great, thank you. Now I'm just going to feel your sinuses, so let me know if you have any tenderness. No tenderness there and here. None, okay. And now I'm just going to feel your jaw. If you could open and close your mouth for me. Oops. Good, thank you. And now I'm just going to feel your thyroid. So I'm going to have you drink some water and swallow. Okay, good. Now I'm just going to feel the veins on the side of your neck. And the other side. And now I'm just going to listen to them. Okay, other side. Great, thank you. And it looks like we're done with the head and neck. So now we're going to go down to your chest. And I'm just going to look at your chest for symmetry and any abnormalities. I'm just going to quickly feel your lymph nodes. Good, thank you. Now I'm going to feel the lymph nodes under your armpits here. Perfect, thank you. Now I'm just going to feel your
99.
chest.
99.
Perfect, thank you. I'm going to have you lay it down for me. Good. Now I'm just going to tap on the top of your chest. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to listen to your anterior chest.
99, 99, 99, 99,
Good.
99, 99, 99.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Now I'm just going to listen to your heart. So I'm going to listen at a few different spots here. So just relax as best you can. Perfect, thank you. Now I'm just going to listen to a few different points on your belly. Perfect, thank you. Now I'll just have you blow into the spirometer. I'm just going to test your ventilation. Great, thank you. All right, moving on. We're going to go to the back of your chest now. So I'm just going to inspect it back here, just like we did in the front. And I'm just going to feel for your respirations. Perfect. I'm just going to feel the back of
99,
your chest again, like I did in the front.
99, 99,
Great. Tap. Great. Now I'm just going to listen to the back of your chest back here.
99, 99, 99, 99, 99,
Oops.
99, 99,
99,
99, 99.
Perfect. Thank you. Now I'm just going to feel the back of your chest again. Down by your kidneys. Let me know if you have any tenderness. All right. Now we're going to move on to your abdomen. So I'm just going to take a look for any abnormalities and visual masses. And just looking at the shape. Great. And now I'm just going to listen to your belly. hear some tummy noises. That's good. Now I'm just going to feel your belly here lightly. Let me know if you have any tenderness. And one more spot down here. Now I'm going to feel your belly a little bit more deep, so to let me know again if you have any tenderness. Great. Now I'm going to feel around some more. Same thing, just let me know if there's any tenderness. Oops, I clicked the wrong one there. One more spot down there. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to tap around. I'm just listening for the span of your liver. Great, thank you. And now I'm just going to do the same thing, but all around your belly. Great, thank you. A couple more things here. Just gonna look at your hands and your fingers. Just going to feel your pulses in your arms. Other side. And over on your other wrist here. Great, thank you. Now I'm just gonna look again at your fingers and check their circulation. Other side over here. And I'll do your pinkies last. And let's good, your circulation looks great. Now I'm just going to test some motor skills here. So first, I will have you close your eyes and touch your fingers to your nose.
I can do that.
Great. Now I will have you place your hands on your knees and turn them over.
Okay, like this?
Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Thank you. Now I'm going to test your sensation to touch. So I'll have you close your eyes and tell me if the touch is sharp, dull, or soft.
Okay. Dull. dull, 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 soft, 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 sharp, 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 sharp.
Okay. Now I'm going to have you close your eyes and tell me if your finger moves up or down. We're just sensing the position sense of your fingers.
Okay, I will. Down, up,
Great. Now I'm just going to test some reflexes in your arms. So relax as best you can. I'll hold your arms as I need them. Good. We'll test the same reflex on your other arm. Good. And one more on your other wrist over here. Perfect. Now I'm just going to have you close your eyes and tell me what I trace on your palm. This is called graphesthesia test.
okay. A figure 8. That's an A.
Perfect. Now I'm going to test your ability to recognize an object in your hand. So close your eyes and tell me what I put in your hand. This is called stereognosis.
Okay, sure. Some kind of coin.
Yeah,
That feels like a key.
perfect.
This is some wire thing. Paperclip?
Yeah. And we'll do your other hand.
That feels like a key. Some kind of coin.
And one more on this hand.
The paperclip again.
Yep. Thank you. All right, now we're going to move down to your lower extremities. So we're going to be down at your legs. I'm just going to look at them. I just look for some swelling. I'm going to just take a look at your toes. It helps us get an idea of your circulation. Okay, and I'm just going to feel for some pulses on your lower extremities. Perfect. I'm going to go to your other side over here. Good. And I'm just going to feel down at your lower leg. In the other side. And just feel the top of your feet. And your other side over here. Awesome, thank you. So now I'm going to assess the capillary refill in your toes. We did this on your hands earlier. So I just pinch them a little bit and look at the return of color. This helps us tell how good your circulation is in your lower extremities. So far, so good. Good. And one more on each side, your last pinky toe. Perfect. Now I'm going to assess your motor skills, kind of like what we did with your hands. Okay, and I'm just going to have you trace a straight path down your shin. We'll run your right foot down your shin.
Sure.
Good. And now we will have you run your left foot down your right shin. Same thing,
Okay.
but on your other leg. Good. Now I'm going to assess your sensation on your lower extremities. So just like we did with the dull, soft, and sharp feeling. So close your eyes and tell me if the touch is sharp, dull, or soft. But it'll be on your lower extremities this time.
Dull. 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 Soft. 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 Soft.
Perfect.
Sharp. Sharp.
Okay, great. Now I'm just going to have you close your eyes and say if your toe moves up or down. I'm going to do it on each foot.
Okay, I will. I think that was up.
Yep.
Down.
Perfect. Now I'm going to test the reflexes in your knees and your feet. Good. And do your other leg here. Good job. Everything's looking really good so far. Now I'm just going to test the sensation on the bottom of your feet. So close your eyes and tell me when you feel the touch, okay?
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to test your full body movements here. So first I just want to get what your vitals are. Everything looks good. Your blood pressure has been well controlled, it looks like. Good. And I'm just going to ask you a couple questions to test your orientation. So first, what is your name and date of birth?
My name is Tina Jones, and I was born on February 17th.
Good. And then what building are you in now?
I'm at the doctor's office. It's Shadow Health General Clinic.
Perfect. Then what is the date and year today?
Today's date is
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to look at your overall musculature system and your skin. So I'm just going to take a closer look again. Okay. I'm going to take a closer look at your belly. Good. Have you get back on the cot for me? Thank you. Just gonna look at your feet here. Good. Awesome. All right, so now I'm just gonna test your body movements and your strength. So first, I will test your spine. So bend as far back as you can for me. Good. Now bend over and touch your toes. Good. Now I'll have you bend from your waist side to side. Perfect. And then finally, I'll have you twist side to side from your waist. Good. And now I'm going to test your neck strength. So I'll have you turn your head to the right, and I'm going to resist your movement with my hand. And I will have you turn your head to the left, and I will do the same thing. And I will have you tilt your head to the right, and I will resist your movement again with my hand. And I will have you tilt your head to the left, and I'll resist your movement with my hand. And I will have you put your head down. So I'm going to put, as I push against your forehead, I want you to touch your chin to your chest. So push your head into my hand. Good. Now I'm going to test the range of motion of your neck. So tilt your head back and look towards the ceiling. And touch your chin to your chest. And I will have you touch your shoulders with your ears. And I will have you turn your head from side to side. Good. Now I'm going to test your shoulder strength. So I'm going to push down on your shoulders, shrug your shoulders up against the resistance of my hands. Good. I'm going to assess your range of motion of your shoulders. So cross each arm in front of your body. Okay. Now put your hands behind your back. And now raise your arms in front of you and overhead. Good. Now I'm going to test your bicep strength. So keeping your palms up, straighten your arms out as I push back on them. Okay. And curl your arms up against my hands. Good. Now I'm going to look at your elbow range of motion. So bend and straighten your elbows. And turn your palms up to the ceiling, then down to the floor. Now I'm going to look at your hand strength. So with each hand, grasp my fingers and squeeze lightly. Good. And keep your forearms straight and tilt your wrist down to the floor. And keep your forearms straight and tilt your wrist up to the ceiling. Good. All right, so turn your wrist to bring your fingers together and then apart. We're just looking at the range of motion in your wrist now. Good, and now put your hands out, palms down, and point your fingers towards the ceiling. Good, and lastly, put your hands out, palms down, and point your fingers towards the floor this time. Good. Okay, now we're gonna look at your hip strength and range of motion. So I'm going to resist your movement, push your knees up towards the ceiling. Good. And now I will have you move each leg out to the side. So I'll have you lay back for these movements here. Perfect. Now move each leg in under the opposite leg. Just like that, good. Okay, now lying on your stomach, lift your heels towards the ceiling. Thanks for doing all this moving around. And now lying on your back, tilt your toes towards the ceiling. Perfect. Now I'm going to look at your knees. So while I push lightly on your shins, I want you to straighten your legs out completely. Perfect, just like that. Now I want you to straighten your legs out for me. And now raise each knee up to your chest. So we lay back down, perfect. Good. Just like that, good. Just a few more things left here. I'm going to look at your ankle strength. So point your toes like you were pushing a gas pedal. Then I will push back and I want you to keep your toes pointed. And finally, we'll test the range of motion in your ankles. So rotate your left foot away from you so you can see the bottom outer edge of your foot. Then rotate it in towards you so you can see the bottom of your foot. Repeat the process with your right foot. Good. Now point your toes towards the ceiling and then towards the floor. Good. All right, I believe we are all done. So thank you for your cooperation, and I will end the recording now.